talk about the Xbox Developer Direct 2024. This is kind of Xbox's new answer to E3. They're probably going to do multiple of these, but this is everything coming out this year. What I want to say right off the bat is I love that they were just like, here's some cool games this year. It's kind of what Nintendo does too. I'm so tired of E3 when we would get like, check out this cool game. Elder Scrolls 6 announced, and it's not even in development yet. They just waited 5 years to even start making it.
Like we were just talking about it yesterday over beers. We might make this game. What do you think? It's like, no, we don't want to know. We want to know what's coming out in the next couple months so that we can actually play. Yeah. Don't get us all hyped and try to milk as much money you can out of something that isn't going to happen.
As a podcaster, I do it all the time where I'm like, that is a great name for a podcast. I just need a podcast idea now. You know? And hosts, because I'm tired of being the only host on stuff. Okay. The big one here is we got the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, man.
Squeaks, what'd you think about that, man? You look like you're hyped.
Oh, man. Yeah, I am. I'm super turned on by it. So I did not think this game, I think this game being first person is what's going to like really give us, I don't know, like the Indiana Jones feel, right? We're talking like Indiana Jones 1, 2, really? Like the original trilogy. I think if they'd done it like Bethesda has before, where you're doing that third person view, it doesn't flow very well. And I think I've seen that. I mean, we really seen that. How I feel about it is Starfield. When you're running and you're in that third person view, you look sloppy, or you look like you're like sprinting and you're really not going nowhere. So, but I think with Bethesda, going the route of what they've done with like Wolfenstein and whatnot is really dope. I love some of the parts that they're really heavily going with non-gun essential combat with a whip, and then him punching and grabbing him and throwing him. I'm like, oh man, like yeah, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, man. Like this is what I want.
The first person actually is like the one negative I have about it myself, because I'm like, I kind of want that Tomb Raider vibe, right? Where you're behind them. But they do show the parts that I was most concerned about, the scaling things and climbing things. They're going to back up into that third person for those things.
Okay. So yeah, because I noticed that with the whip stuff, right? The whip swinging. It was like
how awkward would it be personally if you're swinging and you don't see like that fluid motion of you going over? So I don't know. To me, I think third person is kind of the only option for that.
So you love the traversal in Spider-Man. How does the swinging in that work?
Well, that's all third person.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. I thought first person is like more immersive, so it seems like it'd feel more like you're actually there. But I don't know. I don't like when it changes from first to third back and forth a lot too. That's kind of breaks the continuity of the game to me.
Yeah, I wonder how that is going to be.
It could be done like Gears of War does it. They go back and forth between third and first person. First person while you're. No, wait. No, you're over the shoulder the whole time, huh?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Jalen.
Yeah. A lot of games do it in cinematics, and that's fine, but you don't want to have breakaway cinematics all the time either, because it still kind of slows down your game, your momentum in the game.
Yeah. I really like how this feels like it could just straight up be the movie. Like, this feels like it's just a short, like one of the movies. Like, it just feels like it could fit in there. It is fitting in between number 2 and number 3. And I hope that that's the beginning of them doing that often, because I'm cool with the whole Indiana Jones franchise being a video game thing.
Yeah, and you know what? After I need the bad taste of the Dial of Destiny out of my mouth. It's literally taking me. I think I'm on sit down number 6 to finish this movie. So I think with this coming out, the way Indiana Jones presents himself and how he has his mannerisms, and I think this is hopefully. I mean, this is a trailer, but hopefully we got old Indy back.
Yeah, John, you've been quiet. What's up, man?
I haven't seen Dial of Destiny yet, but I was like, you know what? Me and my wife don't watch like a lot of good movies together, but we talked about watching. Well, we talked about watching all the Star Wars movies together, and then she didn't seem very interested. So I was like, okay, scratch the Star Wars idea. Let's try to watch Indiana Jones together. And so we did today start watching Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nice.
And she seemed very interested in it. So I'm like, okay, cool. This might be a thing that we can, get all the way through. But now hearing that all this buildup is going to be to watch the new movie that I haven't seen, which, granted, I haven't seen most of these in many years, so I don't remember a lot of it. But I wanted to build up to see the new one, and it's apparently majorly disappointing. So,
it's going to kill you before that, because Crystal Skull? That one's
is the one that'll kick you right in the nuts.
That one's tough too.
Yeah.
So
I would say Dial of Destiny is better than Crystal Skull, though.
Yeah, but they're both like, here's your left nut, like Frank said, and going to kick you, and then they're going to get right after your right nut. They're both going to be kicked.
Here's another franchise that does the exact same thing, Jonathan. Die Hard 1, 2, and 3, perfect movies. Die Hard, who cares what the names are for 4 and whatever else is after that? You watch them, right? It's like they're okay to watch. They're just not gonna grab onto you. Like, and we're gonna be talking about Jurassic Park later, man. I think Jurassic World too. They're just not grabbing onto you like the old ones do. They're still decent movies. They're still definitely worth watching. The new Indiana Jones.
I think we're in a whole generation of that. I mean, how many Fast and the Furious movies are there? And Squeaks went to see every one of them, I'm sure.
He had early access to one of them. Yeah.
Anyway, next topic.
We've got Troy Baker, who's like legendary voice artist. Troy Baker coming in to play Indy. First off, in the trailer, he sounds like Harrison Ford. I think he did a hell of a job copying him.
I would have just thought that was Harrison if that news didn't come out about Troy. Yeah, damn.
And you know, this is a great example of where we don't need to use AI and steal somebody's voice or pay for the rights to their voice. Hire another actor, pay another actor.
Oh yeah.
The job is out there. People are out there. Let's fill it and not use AI where people can do the work.
Yeah, there's impressionists. I watch sometimes just on TikTok, and it's like, oh my gosh, this woman is doing like 20 different voices. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah.
There's this guy that does like Robin Williams all the time, and it's just like, holy cow.
Yeah.
He's nailing Robin Williams. Yeah. The thing I want to mention about Troy Baker is he's actually a regular actor too. Just he's mostly known as this legendary voice actor. He plays Joel in The Last of Us video games. He's actually in The Last of Us TV show too.
Yeah, for a snippet. Yeah,
for a little bit. I'm thinking, and this came to me while I was writing up the article about it. I think Troy Baker actually could replace Harrison Ford if they want to make more Indiana Jones movies. What are your thoughts on that, Squeaks? I know that you're kind of a loyalist to the old stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, but I like that, right? Okay, so I'm not opposed to that. I am for the old stuff, but even I know, like, okay, at a certain time in life when I'm watching Harrison Ford act, you're almost done, man. You know, like in a nice way, like you're up there.
Yeah.
But I like that pick. I like it better than like the Chris Pratt or the Tom Holland kind of like info we got before. But yeah, I'm down to see someone fresh. You know, not someone you see all the time.
And you're talking about casting him as the same as Indy?
I like this would be a really good time because he's going to be the voice of him now. So it's a really good time to be like, look, he's already part of the franchise.
Dude, and
so let's
keep
transition.
Playing that voice, yeah.
And he's one of those guys that has like that super good experience, but yet still not very recognizable to people who don't know who he is already. So it's like you don't have to worry about him learning the role or trying out somebody new that just might not be actually a good actor. He's one of those guys too where, you know, nowadays everybody checks your Twitter account and see what kind of past you had. He's been around long enough to where he's been vetted by everybody already. So he doesn't have that problematic past that'll pop up on you and ruin a franchise. Like, you know, we have a Jonathan Majors right now in Marvel. He's a good plug-in and play. I think he would be a really good option for that. And he deserves something like that too, I think.
Yeah, I'd love to see someone new coming into the game too, instead of just this, like, put a big name to it and, you know, try to grab everybody to get in here.
Yeah, I think it'd also be good. Like, you don't have to continue Indiana Jones. You don't have to continue down the same path and keep telling similar stories with the same character. Yeah. I mean, it can change gears and shift over to, you know, one of his kids or something like that too. We could pass down the torch.
Yeah, they tried passing it down with that crystal skull, but
that was a flop.
And I thought Shia LaBeouf could have done it, you know. And then I watched it. I'm like, I still could see it, but obviously, you know, outside movie life,
he's a
got weird for him. You know.
Yeah, he's amazing in Lawless. Go watch Lawless. That is
God, such a good movie.
Oof. So good.
I mean, I love him in Fury, and I keep preaching that movie. So.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a newer one too that he was actually in. That one is post losing his mind. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.